Welcome to the Weekday Report for Tuesday, March 18th. I'm Joe Potente. Here's a brief look at the news. The summer roadwork season will soon begin on I-94 in Kenosha and Racine counties. March 31st is the tentative start date for a number of projects on and around the freeway. Among the highlights will be the long-term closure of the northbound exit ramp and the southbound entrance ramp at Highway 50, and closures and lane restrictions at the Highway 142 interchange. For the full story and a map of the construction area, check out today's Kenosha News. Judge Wilbur Warren will retire this summer, about 1 year before his term is set to expire. In his 18 years on the Kenosha County Circuit Court bench, Warren presided over some of the county's most high-profile cases, including the trial for the man who killed Deputy Frank Fabiano Jr. in 2007. Warren submitted his retirement letter last week to Governor Scott Walker, who could appoint a new judge to Branch 5. Warren's term expires on July 31st, 2015. Water woes are continuing for residents of a Twin Lakes subdivision. Jill Roselle has the story.
Van Woods Estates residents in Twin Lakes are worried they could soon be without water, based on word that the owner of the failing community well serving their subdivision plans to walk away April 1st. In the meantime, the system continues to suffer from water main breaks like the one that runs beneath Bob Bedrosian's driveway. Bedrosian, president of the Van Woods Homeowners Association, said homeowners are considering forming a cooperative to either take over and fix the system or get water from a neighboring community well. It is not the first time Matthew and Patricia Stahl, owners of Van Woods Estates Waterworks, let the well system fall to disrepair. Each time, more residents abandon the system and drill private wells. Both the Public Service Commission and the Department of Natural Resources have asked Wisconsin's Attorney General to prosecute the Stahls for alleged violations of state law regarding utility operation, water quality standards, and pumping capacities. For the Kenosha News, this is Jill Roselle.
Maple syrup season is off to a late start after a long winter. Jeffrey Zampanti filed this report from Hawthorne Hollow late last week.
I'm Kenosha News journalist Jeffrey Zampanti reporting outside Hawthorne Hollow's Sugar Shack, where mild conditions created opportunity for maple sugaring today. Collectors are off to a late start this year due to a long winter, which has delayed tapping of maple trees here at Hawthorne Hollow, a 40-acre nature sanctuary and arboretum located off Green Bay Road in Summers. Sap flow thrives with freezing nights and warm, sunny days, traveling from the roots to the leaf buds, giving workers the chance to gather the sweet goodness. Approximately 40 gallons of sap is needed to make 1 gallon of syrup, which is evaporated on a wood-burning stove, prepped, and sold in 8 to 12-ounce bottles. For the complete story and all the up-to-date information, check KenoshaNews.com or pick up a copy of our print edition. For the Kenosha News, I'm Jeffrey Zampanti.
The state champion softball team at Central is back in action. Jeremy Reeves has the story.
With co-coach Connie Lampy giving instruction, Liz Funk, Larkin Langston, and other players on the Central softball team work on drills during Monday's first day of practice for the 2014 season. The Falcons are attempting to repeat as WIAA Division I state champions after finishing 23-1 last year and defeating Bradford 12-1 in the championship game for their first state title. Central is scheduled to open its season March 29th. Jeremy Reeves, Kenosha News.
What's trending today? Local golf courses report that the harsh weather is keeping them from opening for the season as early as they might normally. Is the deep freeze curtailing some of your normal springtime activities? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Diane Giles with a history mystery.
Bell Clothing House was a downtown-based business in Kenosha that remained on the same site for more than 70 years. Brothers Adolph and Emanuel Epstein established their haberdashery in August 1904 on the southwest corner of 6th Avenue and 56th Street in one of the oldest buildings in town. The store became a popular spot for residents to congregate and discuss political and local issues. The shoe department at the rear of the store became known as the Athens of Kenosha, where townspeople came to pass the time of day. 3 buildings were demolished on the corner, and the new Epstein building was built in their place in 1931. It still stands there today. For the Kenosha News, I'm Diane Giles.
Thanks, Diane. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Joe Ward will have the latest on the complaint that the Firefighters Union is pursuing against Chief John Thompson. And Deneen Smith will have a look at a resident's attempt to change the structure of the Kenosha Unified School Board. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Joe Potente with the Weekday Report.